The Western Conference continues to get stronger and stronger, adding more stars along the way. Shaq, what can the league do to balance things out?
I think they could do away with conferences altogether. We saw that with the All-Star game, not to mention the WNBA playoffs.
Now, I agree with that. Eventually, we may see just the top 16 teams play for it. That would be something interesting and a natural shift back.
Looking for the perfect balance.
Tip, Journey.
Excuse me.
You got it.
What are you doing?
I have no idea. See you later.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Balance.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Detroit Pistons. And it's the Pistons to start out. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Taking a look at the Bulls. They've got Pippen. Jordan is out there with John Paxson. Then there's Grant, and it's Cartwright in at the 5. Now here's Pippen. And stolen by Jordan. Over Hamilton, cans the 12-footer.
And as much as he's done to increase the range on his jump shot, this is where Jordan's bread is buttered, that mid-range game.
Here's Hamilton. Pass to Billups. Inside, here's Wallace. Nice D from Pippen.
I like the burst to the bucket right there, but the finish has got to be better.
And Jordan gets it to go.
And just the ability to stop on a dime and then quickly rise and fire. This is how Jordan gets the separation he needs.
Now here's Billups. Back to Hamilton. To the wing on the left. Williamson, the pass to Milicic. Lock at 6. The 3 from Billups. That's 24 for the Pistons. Wallace misses.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Pistons head coach and I did get a chance to talk. I asked him how they plan to contain this offense, one of the most prolific in the league. He said, we'll have our work cut out for us, no question about it. They can hurt you a number of ways out of a number of sets. That's why they're so good. We just have to play the percentages and try to force them to take contested shots. Kevin, we'll see if they can accomplish that tonight. Back to you.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
Yeah, easier to say than do. I mean, with the weapons they have, they force such tough matchups. It's hard to stay with them.
And now the first time out called here for Detroit.
And with the tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over the stretch. They really need to refocus.
1:30 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Hamilton. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
He had all the time in the world to get the jumper off. Maybe it was too much time.
Here's Pippen, and that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Pippen's got 7 points in the game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
55 seconds left here in the first quarter. Shots good by Milicic.
That has to be a relief. First bucket was a long time coming.
Well, you can see they were getting frustrated. Let's see if that jump starts to run.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Hamilton against Jordan. Hamilton with it. No points in the game yet for him. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Milicic. Latrey. And it's Williamson missing. And the Bulls with possession. This run now up to 13-2. Here's Jordan, and the layup falls. 8 points for him.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And here is Billups. Lets it go from 14. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, this roster is built for guys with speed. They're running the floor hard in the first quarter.
The Bulls leading by 13 on the court right now. Second quarter for the Bulls. Grant is out there with Pippen. Then there's Purdue. There's P.J. Armstrong. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard position. Now the Pistons with it. Down low. Here's Wallace. And Wallace slams it in.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose D an assist on that one. Get a body on him.
And the shot goes down.
And just beautiful form on MJ's jumper. A part of the game he polishes more and more every year.
Here's Hunter. He's covered by Grant. Right wing. 6 to shoot. The pass to Hunter. He tries for 3. Rebound by Armstrong. And here are the Bulls now. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And 12 points for Jordan.
He's reason number 1 there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Jordan's got 6 in the quarter.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, you're up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the net. That's his focus right now.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's Hunter. Hands it from downtown. Hunter's got himself on the board with 3 there. The Bulls leading by 15. Hamilton outside. Pass to Campbell. Here's Hunter. He's covered by Armstrong. Up again. It's good on the putback. Wallace has got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Hunter kicks to Hamilton. This one for 3, and another 3 for Detroit.
They lean on him for a big portion of their scoring with a good reason.
1:16 left to play here in the half. Kings check in for Will Purdue. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Bulls shooting their first free throws of this game. First one falls for him.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Detroit making a switch here. Milicic has checked in. Hunter kicks to Billups. Pass to Hunter, trying his luck deep, and yes, a nice assist from Billups. Hunter's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Pistons. Passes it to Armstrong. Over to the left wing. Here's Grant, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Hunter. No good on the triple. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They led by as many as 18 points. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Back to King. Lays it up off the glass. King's got his first bucket in this one.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know, the same. Numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Down low, here's Hunter. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Hunter's got 8.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a 13-point lead. How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
Kenny, what'd you think about Detroit?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've got Richard Hamilton. All is out there with Milicic. Then there's Chauncey Billups, and it's Williamson in at the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Hamilton, following the basket by Michael Jordan, and stolen by Jordan. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Billups against Paxson. Billups passes to Milicic. Kicks to Hamilton. 5 to shoot. A shot off that time. Chicago leading by 17. His first shot coming late, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
Yeah, they've come out of the break with an eye toward efficiency. One of the advantage they hold in this game.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
Now here's Billups. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Nice shot by Hamilton.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
The shot's good from Jordan.
It's just one of those nights where Jordan can do no wrong offensively. And let's talk about the endurance to go along with it. Wow.
Now here's Wallace. There's the pass to Williamson. Unloads from 13. The rebound by Cartwright. Chicago leading by 18. Here's Grant. Rebound by the Pistons. Wallace has got his 4th rebound in this one. Got a piece of it. Grant against Billups. Campbell is checked in for Detroit. Off the inbound pass, the rebound by Cartwright.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Billups against Paxson. And Billups gets it to go.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Another 3 for Chicago.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Hamilton, the basket good off the assist from Billups. Billups has got his 4th assist in this one. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Cartwright, rebounded by the Pistons. 46 seconds left in the third. The Pistons shooting their first free throws of this one.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And Hamilton just constantly working his tail off, excels shooting it from mid-range, just always on the move, constantly working off screens.
Hunter's checked in for the Pistons. The Bulls also changing it up. Kings checked in for Cartwright. Livingston comes in for Grant. And Armstrong subbed in for John Paxson. Pistons trailed by 19. Hunter kicks to Hamilton. Cans the shot from the wing. Hamilton's got 12 points in the game.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Jordan against Billups. Pass to Hunter. With 2 seconds left. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Chicago. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. Back right after this.
I'm Call of Duty GTA. I do it for real.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Pistons trail by 17. So for Chicago right now, Livingston is out there with King. Then there's Pippen. Then it's Jordan. And it's Armstrong in at the point guard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Billups is a clutch performer, someone who isn't afraid of taking big shots. I just love how fearless he is.
No good on that one. And the Pistons making a change here. Wallace is checked in. And he sinks the second. The Bulls leading by 16. Outside Jordan. Over Billups. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. And it's now 26 points for Michael Jordan.
A high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Snatched away. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. A pull-up. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Now here's Hamilton. It's good. That basket is now 5 for 9.
With the second half he's having, his field goal percentage is way up there.
Fires from 18. No good on that one. The Pistons go the other way with it. Pass to Billups. From deep. Here's Wallace. Basket good.
Love the grit on the offensive glass. Those are just effort points.
To the paint. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist from Cliff Livingston. Jordan's got 12 points in just the second half. Pistons trailed by 18. Now a timeout called by Detroit. For the Bulls. Cartwright's checked in for King. Grant comes in for Livingston. And it's Paxson in for B.J. Armstrong. Here's Hamilton. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it in help defense or on the ball.
Now here's Jordan. Over Hamilton. Jordan can't get it to go.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes and still get the wrong result.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Again, Chicago.
And how about the excellent court vision? Just keeping the defense off balance.
Well, if you're his teammate, you love this right now because all you have to do is focus on finishing.
Now here's Hamilton. All sorts of time, and the jumper is good. Hamilton's got 6 in the quarter.
And this is really what Hamilton does so well. A premier mid-range scorer who just finds ways to create space for that shot. Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Oh, man, and this is late in the game. It's tough for a team to come back. Everything has to fall into place.
Now here's Billups. Nice ball movement by Detroit. 5 on the clock. With the shot, Chicago grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Outside Pippen. Over Williamson. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
The dish to Milicic. Shoots over Grant. Milicic, no luck. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. From deep, Jordan cans it from downtown. Jordan's got 31 points.
And wasn't really a long-distance shooter in college. Jordan really worked on his range ever since being drafted.
Now here's Billups. Williamson, the pass to Billups. Buries the 20-footer. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.